Hello, my Sagittariuses, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. And yep, I am Debbie. So we're reading today for March 10th, 11th, and 12th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I've done an overview called Watch the Money Again, where I talk a little bit about the cards and what's going on in the planets, and I do a small reading about what's going on for the world, too. So, and again, it's Watch the Money Again. Now, my Sages, it's also a time where I tell you that these are general readings. They may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. But the thing that I'm picking up for you is very much that, I don't know, this weekend, you really know your stuff. And whoever you're working with, whoever is your partner, I hope they listen to you, okay? It's like, and it's kind of like, hey, you know your stuff. You know what to do. You know how to solve some whatever problem. You're going to be very good at budgeting. There's some business energy that you're going to be very, very positive with, or it's like they need to listen to you. They just need to listen to you, my Sages. And they can choose to do something else, but it is a good weekend for you to make your voice heard. Okay, how's that? Anyway, let's see what we've got going on. Higher power, Holy Spirit, what would you like to say to our Sagittariuses? What would you like to say to our Sagittariuses? Okay, this one popped. Let's see what we have here. Excuse me, I started a coughing fit during Leo, so I might have a little bit more of a cough left in me. So here we go. Nothing reversed. First card is the 10 of Fire. So, excuse me, 10 has a transitional energy. 1, new beginning. 0 is God's source energy. But it is something like you've got what you need. You've done really a lot of work. You've done a lot of stuff to get to this space, to get to this place. And now you just have to keep it up. Again, this has the 10 of Fire. Fire is our Aries, our Leo, but it's also our Sagittarius energy. It's about commitment, passion, very strong will and strong determination with the 10 of Fire also. But it's also a card of burden. So here it is. You've done all this work. You've gotten to this spot. It could be that you've come to a point of management, and now it just seems like like you're not having the fun that you used to have. You're not having the joy of whatever it is. It just seems like you're struggling to maintain. You're struggling to keep it up. The part of the 10 of Fire, it is not that the struggle will continue. It's more a case of learning your boundaries, but also learning how to delegate. You don't have to keep it all on your shoulders. And that's what this is. And part of it has a trust issue. It's like you don't trust the others to keep up the way you would like it kept up. And that, you know what? And they may not be able to do it. But the part of it is too, and again, if this is a team, it is sharing the wealth, sharing the responsibility, and sharing the burden also. So there is a burden here. I do get this thing, like I just said, why won't they listen to you? They need to listen to you. But at the same time, I don't want it to all fall on your shoulders. Too much work. Accept help from others. Life is out of balance. Stress-related health concerns. Here we go. Next card. The 5 of Fire. So this goes with the there's just so much to do. So it's a busy weekend for you. But again, I kind of get this connected with maybe your work. There has been this stepping up into the subject matter expert, into management, into leadership. There has been, but it's like it's kind of like there's just so much to do. There's so much to do. So 5 does have that change energy. Fire again, your energy. The nice thing is that Jupiter and Venus is in Aries, so that does bring a positive push for you. So you can work with others. You can get them on your team. You can get them to row the boat with you, more or less, if you want to say it that way. it's just kind of getting everyone to work together as that team. Okay, but the Five of Fire is kind of like you facing off with other members and just kind of saying, come on, we have to work together. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. Okay, so the Five of Fire talks about competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. So again, it just feels like what you've stepped into, and my Sagittarius, you do step up so many times, and you do, I do love Sagittarius energy as leaders, and I love it, your energy as organizers. It just sometimes not everybody wants to row the same way with you. So there's a little bit of a conflicting energy here, but again, all they need to do is step back, and because they just need to listen to you. Next card is the 10 of 5. I'm sorry, the 10 of air. I'm looking at the 5. So we have a 10, 5, 10. Again, transitional energy, leaving something behind. Air energy is your thought processes, thinking things through, making plans. Could even be about hearing news. It's Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. And, Aquarius is in a transitional space. And I said about Aquarius energy, it was like, with Saturn leaving, it was like Aquarius getting out of prison in many ways. There was a sense of freedom. Mars in Gemini will help to push you forward. But thought processes, thinking things through, making some plans. The 10 of Swords is something finishes. Now, I don't know if because of this you say enough is enough, but whatever you do say or you say, in some ways you say enough is enough. We need to make a change. And with that change, and again, they need to listen to you, because you do have a lot of the answers that would help them. But if they don't listen to you, my Sagittarius, that's their choice. That's their choice. But this is, again, transition. There was this burden. There was this, just a lot of competition energy. And now it's like, it's a sense of letting something go. Now, it doesn't mean you're leaving the job. It just means, it could mean that you just refocus, and maybe you bring a new slant to it. But the 10 of air is about changing up, changing plans, changing things. Now, it does say that something that's been difficult, it does say the end of a difficult situation, embrace the change and expect things to get better now, recovering from an addiction. So something does change. It could be how you approach something. It could be that everyone comes together and starts working as that team. I'm just giving you examples. But there is a change. There is a shift. Maybe you say enough is enough. This is the way it's going to be. Maybe you've been to, everybody's input matters, and not to say that it doesn't, but maybe you've been listening to too many people, and now you've got to take, maybe, again, going back with the boat analogy, maybe you have to take the helm. Okay, let's see what this is about. Higher power. Holy Spirit, can you add some clarity to this? But we have a 10, 5, 10. 1, 5, 1, if you drop the 0. Let's see. Holy Spirit, what else do we have for our Sagittarius? Sagittarius. What do we have for our Sagittariuses? Okay. This is that 3 of air. 3 has celebration, creation. It's also the power of 3. It's not necessarily a, happy card, but it is a card that basically says learn from your past, learn from your mistakes, and let go and move forward with it. This is that card that has the swords and the heart, the 3 swords. And what it is, so this talks about heartache and loss, but this is in the past. You have to move forward, and you have to get out of the funk. You have to stop feeling sorry for yourself. You have to stop feeling, like, why doesn't this? And you just pick yourself up by the big kid pants and you move on. That's what this card, the 3 of air, is always, for me, releasing and let going of that past and feeling more confidence and going like, you know what? Not holding on to that anymore. Not holding on. So we've got some cards that are kind of like, oh my goodness, I wouldn't, it's like, oh, there's so much going on. There's just so much. But then we have this one that says, things are shifting for you. Embrace the change. But this one again is about letting go of the past, not holding on to the heartache, not holding on to the loss. Now, it may be that there's a loss of a dream, maybe there's a loss of a position, but again, it's a real, the outcome is so much better. Okay, I know that's hard to feel that way, but it's like, yeah, but that lady, she's so, now you know what? She needs to let go and move on. Okay, so let's see what else we have. And remember, a lot of it is that a lot of the trouble could be avoided if they would listen, if they would just listen. So let's see, what angels of abundance, what do you want to add for our Sagittariuses? So the situation could be as we move, and as we move, maybe this is what's going on more this week, and then this is what happens with the weekend. But part of it is you're going to have to take a hands-off approach too. Let go, release. Here we are. Let's see what we've got going on. Here we are with our angels of abundance. Successful funding. Okay, this is the one where they say social funding, social media and such like that. Okay. Your idea is, like I said, they just need to listen to you. Your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to help you. And the one thing about this, and I'm not quite seeing, I mean, I kind of see, but not quite see, and I don't have to see, is that when God gives you an idea, when he gives you the plan, and you know that it's from God, Source, Holy Spirit, he gives you the way to accomplish it too. Maybe it may not be accomplished in a day. It could. Maybe it's going to be accomplished more, maybe it's a longer term. But when he, she gives you the thought, the idea, there is a way to accomplish it too. So is this, this has got a lot on your shoulders this weekend. This is how to get rid of it, is letting that go and not holding everything on your shoulders. And because of that, you're able to change some things around. Also, trusting that when you are given something, and when you are given a God gift, God opens doors for you, opens doors. Okay? I hope that makes sense. I know that part of it seemed very heavy energy and very like, oh, how am I going to get through this? The neat thing about it is that Ten of Swords means like, that's the Ten of Swords where that guy's laying and all these swords are saying, you are now done. I am done with this. So again, you're done. You're done. And again, I keep getting this, why won't they just listen? You know so much. Anyway, my Sagittarius, let me know what this means to you, if it resonated or not. As always, though, if you would like to support the channel, how to do that is going down and liking, sharing, subscribing, clicking on the bell for notifications. If you are watching me on Rumble, then rumble me. As always, though, my Sagittarius, always know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.